she's looking better now for a wash. Right, so I'm in the workshop, she's been able to wash, and I have to say, absolutely cleaned up beautifully. The plastics, immaculate. So, next stage now is take the fairings off, get the wheels out, take the brakes off. So the wheels are going to be stripped down and painted, new tyres, brakes, get all the brakes working. Like I said on the previous video, gonna get some vapor blasting done. So the footrest hangers and the sprocket carrier, and we will see where we're at. There's a fair bit to go, but looking better just for having a wash. Fantastic. It's going to be a stunning little bike, this. She's already stunning, but once she's tidied up and cleaned within an inch of its life, ooh, it's exciting. Oh, I've got the wheels out, fairings off, calipers are unmounted, and she just needs a good deep clean and a bit of paint. I've just taken the tank off and I've found a right spider's nest. There's those skinny spiders with the tiny body everywhere. So the carbs were stuck, but now they're free. They're going to come off, go in the ultrasonic cleaner. Yeah, just general grime everywhere, a few bits of rusty bolts. Probably won't take those out because, well, I might do. Yeah, I might do. They need re-chroming or zinking. We'll see. But yeah, totally standard bike under the tank. It's nice to see. Never been, I guess the tank's probably never been off. So yeah, we're getting there. A few stubborn bolts won't come out. That one won't come out at the moment. So quite a few of those. Hopefully can get them all out. So watch this space. As is usual with these bikes, I've just taken the air filters out. On these later models, they're separate. On an older one, they're a one piece, but they just perish, look. So if you stick your finger in, they're not sponge anymore. That size not as bad. So I think that size had more oil in it, but on the other, if you flip it over, yeah, but I don't know which is left and right, but yeah, it goes like that. But yeah, they're absolutely ruined. It's funny how it goes, this material. Obviously the air just gets to it. New one to be ordered. Oh, you're going to laugh at this, guys. Well, so, I'm just going to show you. So, that screw, if it focuses, yeah, that screw there, there's 4 of these, and they hold on the hugger. They hold on the hugger, so that one's come out of there with its washer. Very rusty. Hocus, very rusty. So I'm going to be getting new ones of those because they are green, olive drab, which I only need a little bit doing, so I'm going to just buy new ones of those. So, but here's the crazy thing. This one I tried to get out and it was just seized solid. You'll see I've had to bash it round with a centre punch, which didn't work. So because of the access of the subframe goes above where the seat cowl sits. Because of that, I couldn't get the impact driver in. I've soaked these in penetrating oil and I couldn't get the impact driver in to these. And there's two more on the other side. One of them is on a little bracket, so on the other one. So I couldn't get the impact driver in, so I've had to take the swinging arm out. I mean, it's okay because I was doing the shock anyway, because I wanted to get the spring. So I've taken the spring off the shock. The shock's in good condition, but the spring's not. You see the rust on it. So I've had to take the spring off the shock. So I was going to get that powder coated anyway. So I had to take the shock out, but I didn't need to take the swinging arm out to do that. But just to get these 4 bolts out, to get the hugger off, because these bolts were so rusty and couldn't get them out, and I couldn't leave them in because they look so bad and they're very visible. I've had to take the swinging arm out. Which, crazy having to go to this level just to basically take them 4 bolts out. But I suppose while I'm here, I can give the swinging arm a thorough deep clean and it'll look great. So yeah, another lesson in, don't try and cut corners just because it's more work and you're being lazy. That's my mantra basically. If something needs doing and the only thing that's stopping you is your own laziness because you can't be bothered, you should always do it. So that's my top tip for bike restorations. Hopefully it's a good one. So they're getting there. So I'll show you the various bits and bobs soon, but I'm nearly at the point where I'm taking everything for processes again. So I'll show you that in a bit. Right, I've had to just grind off I've had to got the bolt there that hold the hugger. I've had to grind that off the head, the grinder, and you can see the riv nut is spinning, so I was never getting that out. So the way to get these out is to collapse the riv nut on itself. So just bash it with a centre punch either side and collapse it in on itself, or either that or it'll lock it and I'll be able to turn out the what's left of the screw. So by the magic of television, this is a few days later and I've got 3 boxes and a spring. So left to right in order, spring is going to powder coat just to tidy up the rear shock. That looks like a box of parts to go to zinc. That's taken me a full day to clear up with a wire brush, but by the magic of television it's instant for you. This is all going to vapor blasting, so the side case, footrests, hub, suspension linkage, that's going to vapor. And then this lot here is going for a bit of blasting, so I can satin black spray them. So fairing bracket, yokes, mudguard stay, etc. So that's that. Oh, and the swinging arm, that's going to the Vaporman because it needs a new riv. The Vaporman does other stuff and he's putting a riv nut in there, which I haven't got. And that little bracket was hanging off the bike, so that there it is. That's getting welded on. Chain staying on it because it's not a split link. And then I'll clean that up. And oh, the wheels. Yeah, I'm hoping to get the disc off. Then the bolts are seized in because this bike's been sat in some damp places, and there's Loctite on those as well. And we've got the front wheel with the same problem. And that's it. And in the meantime, while all that's away, the engine's coming out. So despite me thinking it's going to be a quick job, it ain't. So I'm going to take the engine out, service the power valves, and I'll give the engine a good clean. Just stripping the calipers brake calipers, and they weren't actually seized, so I've been using the old socket and wrench jamming method where you shove it in. I think I've shown you before on the channel. Anyway, I've got them out. So there's a piston. Hold on, let's just give it a wipe. There's a piston out of the caliper which goes in there. Now look, I just wanted to show you the state of the fluid. It's bright orange. It looks like iron brew, but it don't taste like it. So I'm getting the seals out. I've done one there and cleaned it and blown it out with a compressed air lot cleaner. So I'll get these seals out, and then all the calipers. There's the back one as well, the rear one. There's the front one in half. So all the calipers will get a good deep clean. I even throw them in the ultrasonic cleaner actually. They're not dirty. So yeah, I just thought you might like that, to see the iron brew brake fluid. That's not even Scottish. There we go. Well, I've just got the carbs off, and I know we've seen worse on the SP I did and in a previous story that I've recently done, but considering this bike's been sat for 20 years, that isn't too bad. It's still liquid. It moves around, as you can see in the bowl. Nothing's gone crusty, which that's remarkable really, considering the bike's not been started in 20 years. It shows that old fuel from 20 years ago was much better than this modern fuel that goes off in weeks. So, I mean, the main jet is a bit grubby. I'm sure it's blocked. I'm sure the pilot's blocked. Can't really, can you see the pilot? Oh yeah, there's the pilot. Who knows? We'll get it out and see what it's like. But overall though, not too bad, but it smells lovely. Oh yeah, proper varnish. I could paint that on the doors. I'll chuck them in the ultrasonic, give them a quick wipe first, then strip them down, put them in the ultrasonic bath, and I think they'll come out fine. I'm just cleaning up. This is just the right hand handlebar. So I was cleaning everything up and giving things a bit of a renovation, whatever. I couldn't believe how many parts just for the right hand handlebar. So you got the brake master cylinder, brake switch, all the hosing, seals, lever, parts of the lever, screws for the switch gear, mounting bracket, brake reservoir, all the master cylinder internals, handlebar itself, cover for the reservoir, bar end. Yeah, there's a bar end to go on there as well, which is in two parts. It's crazy how one handlebar, that's without the switch gear, which is attached to the loom. So it's mad how many pieces just for one handlebar. So it's the milliard if on the TV always goes on about sub-assemblies. Well, this is what he means. Quite surprising, eh? Right, I've got the engine out on the subframe. You can try to clean them up in situ, but it takes literally half an hour to get the engine out. So I'm just showing you how another RGV that's filthy, where carbs leak, tracks dust, etc. So I mean, obviously it's not a full resto, so I'm just going to give it a clean. I'm not going mad. Take the rubbers off. The engine's not coming apart. I'll just replace a few rusty nuts and screws, clean all the hoses up. But I just wanted to show you all how dirty it is, this engine, considering it's only done 4,000 miles. Oil everywhere. It's attracted the dust, but it's in good nick underneath. The side casing's in superb condition, so spend a few hours cleaning it up and you won't recognise it when I've finished.